Y'all, I called it. We got cows. I'm so excited. I cannot tell you guys how absolutely excited I am to check out this snapshot. There are so many cool things and there's so many little features that I cannot wait to check out. So hopefully this time, now that I'm actually a little bit more prepared, and we have birds screaming in the background, but hopefully now that this time that I'm more prepared and actually ready for snapshot coverage, I think we should be good and I should hopefully stay somewhat cohesive. Don't yell at me in the comments if that doesn't stay the same, okay? It's animals, it's plants. Literally, all of it is about ambience and plants and animals, and I'm so excited. All right, let's dive right. Oh, there's our first feature right there. Let's start there. All right, so the first thing we have is the Firefly bush, which has ambience. And it has an animated texture, which is actually really interesting. I don't think we really have many plants aside from the, obviously the seagrass and the kelp that has an animated texture, which is very interesting. And it makes me wonder if we're gonna get more of that in the future. Also, I don't think they've fixed the immense amount of leaves yet, because there's a lot, but mega crunch. But the cool thing about these is they actually have a little bit more ambience. If we place a couple around and then we turn it to nighttime, you'll start to see all of these little ambient textures, which I think this is kind of Mojang coming back from the debunking of the Firefly, which honestly, I think I prefer this over the little 2-pixel. I think it's super cute. It is such a good, cozy vibe. I 100% could see people mixing this with the Spore Blossom and some super cute cottagecore builds. Me, I'm gonna be doing that. Supposedly, they said something about placing it underneath a block and that block will sparkle. I may be reading this wrong. Let me actually dive into the news post. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I understand it. I think it works similarly to the Spore Blossom, where if you bury it, the ambience will still happen. Yeah, there it is. So we're still getting some ambience even though you can't see it. I cannot wait to see what builders do with this. And just general ambience, it's gonna be so pretty. Obviously, it's not quite as intense, it seems, but also there's only one. So if we buried a couple of these under the grass here, oh, and now I'm in a hole. You can see that the ambience just increases immensely, and it's just so pretty. I am genuinely so excited about this. Yeah, is it a little sad that we won't see fireflies everywhere? A little bit, but I also love just the aspect of the bush because, like I said earlier, the animated texture is so pretty. They glow in the dark, which is so cool, and it's just, I'm thoroughly impressed. When I saw this for the cows, the cow sneak peeks, I thought this was some form of barley or something like that, kind of a more grainy kind of feel because they were announced with the cows. Never did I think we'd be getting fireflies. I'm so happy right now. I am in my happy place. You can find these little bushes in the swamps, nearby swamps, or by bodies of water. So if we head over to a swamp real quick, I'm sure that'll be a little bit of a magical wonderland. So let's hop over there. All right, here we are. It's so pretty. You can see the particles start to load in now that we're in the area. This is such a good feel for the swamps. It's so pretty. I love that you can see them from a good bit away as well. I genuinely am so excited to start using these once this version fully releases. I think it'll be so pretty and just, the nature things, I'm so happy. And you can also use bone meal to grow these guys infinitely. So once you have one, you have a million. The amount of firefly bushes that will be around all of nature's bases from here on out. I don't think anybody's gonna come visit me in my servers now, because there's gonna be fireflies everywhere, and it's gonna be a cottagecore wonderland. Also, for those of y'all who have not seen our streams and are hearing hearing the bird sounds in the background, I apologize. That is Bean chatting up a storm. That is my little budgie. So here on in the future, you guys will see little pop-ups of when Bean starts screaming. You'll see little pop-up graphics probably of him making his presence known. But on that note, let's move on to the new ambient sounds in the desert. Listen to the sounds. You can hear rustling. You can hear the wind like you would in a normal desert. Did I bring the camel out just merely for ambience? Yes, don't judge me. What is that behind me? You can hear just the ambient sounds of the desert, and it's so immersive. If we also switch this to night, beautiful, we should hear we should hear some different sounds nearby the twigs. The dead bushes. I was told. Yeah, you can hear the crickets. You can also hear my birds. Of the sand in the wind, it's so cool, and it's so exciting to see Mojang start to add these kind of ambience things. Hold on, let me turn the lights back on. There we go, much better. It's so exciting to see Mojang add these sort of ambience things that just makes the world feel more alive and more immersive. I really hope that ambient desert sounds are leading the way so we get these kind of sounds in the forest, in the jungles. I feel like there can be so many interesting different types of ambience we could hear. You could hear more like exotic bird sounds in the jungles, and just there's so many good mods like the ambient sound mod, the sound physics mod, all of those things that are so incredible at making the world feel immersive. So to see Mojang taking the initiative to add that to the base game is so exciting, and it gives me so much hope for the future of the game and just the overall feel of it. You are so loud, but you're adorable, so I'll make an exception. And with that, we're also gonna move on to my next second favorite item that we're adding. They added more plants. We have bushes now, so let's go see if we can track down some bushes. It's never a sentence I thought I'd say. I know. Also, one little nature note for nature that's not so scatterbrained and actually remembered this. You can bring the sounds of the desert to your own builds by placing a dead bush on 2 sand blocks or just clustering several sand or terracotta blocks together. So this means the ambients are block tagged, not necessarily biome tagged, which is very interesting, and I cannot wait to fiddle with that some more. Okay, as someone who loves greenery, the fact that we're getting cute little bushes like this, let's get the grass out of here and just take a look at these. The fact that we're getting bushes, I'm so excited about. Is the texture a little bit funky? Yeah. I also think that maybe they could maybe this isn't the final texture. It looks a little interesting, I will say, for a bush. But it also, I feel like it blends. It's a little dark and contrasty personally, but I think it'll have its spot and I think it'll have its place. You can find these in forest, birch forest, plains, windswept hills, and other green biomes. So I'm assuming anywhere where it's just like not a desert or snowy is probably where we'll find these guys. But honestly, it's genuinely really interesting. I'm kind of excited to see more of these plants pop up around the world. I think it'll be super interesting to see what else they integrate. Like I said, the texture's a little funky. I think it's a little dark. And it does stand out, which is also a good thing. It just doesn't quite feel bushy. It more feels just kind of like, I don't know. It more feels kind of like a pile of leaves, I would say. But that's also kind of what bushes are. There's something off about it, and I can't put my finger on it. But they are still really cool, and it makes me very excited to see us getting more like ambient plants that aren't just like the torch flower and the pitcher plant. We're getting more things that are just easily accessible in the normal base game. I cannot wait for this final feature that we're going to be showcasing. There's a little teaser of it in the back, and we're actually going to be looking at the base cows first, because from what it looked like from the teasers that we were getting on social media, these guys got a little bit of a facelift, which is super exciting. So if we look at this cow, and I'll bring up a screenshot of the standard Minecraft cow that we've had for so many years beforehand. The texture has been redone. There's a lot more blending, as well as there's been a little bit of a model rework. We actually have a muzzle now, which is very interesting that Mojang made that executive choice, because they've just been flat-faced for the 15 years Minecraft's been around. So the fact that these guys are getting a bit of a facelift makes me very excited to see what they do with other mobs. Oh look, there's our pig friends. It makes me very excited to see. Personally, I think it would be a little bit better if we took these 2 corner pixels off and made it kind of just the rounded edge. But also, again, it is Minecraft. We're not about circles and round edges here. So it does also make sense. But I love the blending on the texture. It feels a lot more smooth, a lot more like blended, really is the word, because that's what they did. They blended the texture. I am so excited I can't form cohesive thoughts. I told you at the beginning, if I go off course, don't blame me, it's very exciting. But let's jump actually over here into this warm biome and see if we can find our first cow variant. Cow, nobody tell anyone. No one tell. They're staged cows. All right, this is definitely a natural spawning herd of cows. This definitely was not me. Do not question it. All right, first we have the warm cow, which honestly, the model's really cute. Genuinely, this is super cute. I could not tell you what cow this is necessarily based off of. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. I'm not very good with my bovine species, so this one is a little confusing for me, and I'm not quite sure what to make of it. But it's very cute. I freaking love it. We also have that same muzzle in the front and the new horns, which are very, very interesting to see that we're getting a more 3D headpiece for these cows. It's super pretty. Honestly, the colors and the blending for this, as someone who absolutely adores making animal models and just modeling and texturing in general, I am very, very impressed to see what these guys look like. They're different and new, but also still true to Minecraft, which I really appreciate that Mojang, as much as these new features are kind of foreign, they are still true to Minecraft. The only gripe I have now is I just noticed if you look on top of this leg when it moves, they did not match colors, it doesn't look like. Or they did and it's just lighting hitting it weird. But these guys are precious. Now, as much as I would love to sit here and talk about these guys all day, there is a cow that I would like to say nature called it, and I'm very excited to go look at. So let's dive into the icy cold biomes of Minecraft, and let's go find the cold variant of these cows. All right, y'all, we have, from what it looks like to me, we have Scottish Highlands finally in Minecraft. Where'd you come from? We have Scottish Highlands in Minecraft, and y'all, I could not be more excited. Look at these textures. Look at how cute he is. He's absolutely just oh, I'm freezing. Oh no, oh help. Look at this texture. Just look at the fur. We've also got the same nose model here. The little ears, I can't. They're so precious. They're absolutely adorable, and I cannot wait. I will be having an entire herd of these every time I play Minecraft. It will be my one sole goal, is to have a herd of Scottish Highlands. I cannot tell you guys how excited I was when I saw the screenshots from the snapshot news update. I quite literally screamed, and I might be getting a noise complaint from my neighbors. But also, I would just like to bring attention to, hold on, where's wheat? Is wheat not in the food category of Minecraft? It's not. Why is it in the oh, I guess ingredients make sense. Look at how precious the babies are. They're just freaking adorable. I'm so excited for the snapshot. I cannot wait to see what comes next. Let's find a little bit of a less cold spot and we'll kind of give our final thoughts on this snapshot because I am so excited about it. All in all, I think this snapshot is absolutely incredible. I think they've made some really, really interesting and exciting choices to the game that I cannot wait to see where they go with further. My only gripe is, like I mentioned earlier, the bush texture just feels a little off, but that also might be me being picky because my area of Minecraft grew up playing with like Plant Mega Pack, which was the pinnacle of plant mods, so my standards might be a little high, so I will accept that. However, the Firefly bush is probably my favorite thing that Minecraft has added, and that's coming from someone who loves sniffers and camels. All in all, I'm really excited about this snapshot. I cannot wait to see what Mojang adds more to this next upcoming update. I'm giving the vibe that this is like the ambience update, which I am so excited about. There's plants, there's new animals. It's bringing more life into the base game, which is usually why I play modded Minecraft and why I opt for it, is because there's a lot of ambience mods that make the game feel more alive, even if you're just playing a vanilla plus pack. But the fact that we're getting these features in the base game, like the falling leaves, the ambient sounds in the desert, it makes the game feel so much more alive, and it makes me so excited to see what other kind of features we're gonna be getting in this full update. Y'all expect to see me more and more as these snapshots drop because good lord, I am so excited for them. I want to hear your guys' theories in the comments, actually. I want to know what you guys think is coming in the next big snapshot drop because I'm kind of hoping that we get more animals. Not gonna lie, if we get more animal variants even, that would be cool. I'm kind of curious if they're gonna touch on the sheep at all, and that's a forest fire. We're gonna ignore that and we're gonna face the other way. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the snapshot. I am gonna go in the woods and play with Scottish Highlands and Firefly bushes, and we're just gonna have the time of our lives. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and let me know your ideas for the next snapshot.